So you may have noticed this new thing in my background here in the last video. I bought a fridge. I don't know why I bought a fridge, but I don't think I'm gonna use it because hang on, I'll show you. This is the noise it makes when it's on. Do you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that, but it's humming quite loudly and it's very annoying. And the thing is, right, if it was a consistent hum, it would be fine. But the thing is, it does that for like a minute and then it just turns off for like 10 and then it does it for another minute and it turns off for 10. So when I'm sleeping, it's just like, it's inconsistent and I can't sleep with it on. And I don't know why I'm starting off this video with a review of my fridge that I bought, but I felt as though I should explain why it's sort of there. All right. Anyway, I could turn it off. Today, we are going to be looking at kids that are stupid. Kids are silly and stupid, aren't they? God, those little mini humans. They are some rapscallions. I'm not going to have kids for at least like 50 years. Trying to eat a cracker. Like, surely he'd figure it out after the first bite. No, there's something wrong with your child. Children are the best fundraisers because they don't understand economics. Principal, the student who raises $500 for the school will get this free hat. 12-year-old me, that's such a great deal. Oh my God, my school did stuff like that. I don't know if any other school had these, but at my school we had these things called Vivo cards. And if you got like a certain amount of points on them, you could get like I don't know, pencils and shit. I think there was like Xboxes on there and stuff. It was basically impossible to get them because I think I saved up for about 2 years of my school life. And at the end of it, for all my good behavior, I think I could get like a pencil sharpener and a rubber or something. So my good behavior was all for nothing. 9-year-old cousin, do you smoke? Me, yes. 9-year-old cousin, do you know that smoking shortens your life? Me, yeah, I know. 9-year-old cousin, how old are you? Me, 18. 9-year-old cousin, you would have been 28 by now. I would just like to thank the person who told my daughter that when she lies, her eyes turn a different colour. Now she squeezes her eyes shut every time she lies, and my job just became a whole lot easier. That's genius. That's genius. Apparently, my 9-year-old nephew wanted permission to make a Facebook account, and my sister was like, no, you're 9, and then he figured out how to make one behind her back and got caught immediately when he sent her a friend request. I've said this in a video before, but I think that social media should be limited to people over the age of 16 or maybe even 18. It's not good. It's not good for you, and children especially. Hate playing make-believe with little kids. You shoot them with a laser and they're like, actually, I went back in time, so it doesn't count. The fuck are you talking about? You just casually rip open a hole in the space-time continuum. That's irresponsible as shit, pal. This little girl thought a bride she saw on the street was a princess from her book. I'm crying. Oh, boo! Children are stupid. Boo! Children are so stupid. That's not a princess, you idiot. That's just someone not getting married. Ooh. When I was a child, I went to the zoo and drew this monstrosity. Dark. Thinking about in 7th grade when I got escorted to the police station after school because they found out I was prank calling local businesses as Ricky Pee-Pee. And when I walked in, the officer who was waiting there with my mum to talk to me said, if it isn't Ricky Pee-Pee. So good. If your son traded a Nintendo Switch for a fidget spinner today, please message me. That is such an elite trade. Like, you know them videos where it's like, oh, I'm trading a paperclip for a house. And it's like, oh, I trade a paperclip for like a doorknob. And it's like, it slowly goes up. A fidget spinner for a Nintendo Switch. Elite salesman. That child is going places. My kid hates being told what to do. His granddad told him not to eat an onion.
He's doing it again.
No. This goes on for 2 minutes. Does he just eat the entire onion? Disgusting child. Kids are stupid. That's a stupid child. In 1st grade, I wanted to grow up to be a bird. And one day I remember my neck and arms being covered in little red bumps. And I thought the transformation was beginning. And I ran to my teacher crying, saying I wasn't ready to become a bird yet. And it turned out I was just allergic to yogurt. And I wasn't turning into a bird at all. I hear a lot of people be like, oh, I wanted to be a frog when I was a child. What? I was never that stupid. I was one of the intelligent ones. I always had a feasible job in my mind, like vet or lawyer. For some reason, when I was like 7, I remember being like, oh yeah, I want to be a lawyer. Even though now that seems like the most fucking damning job ever. Babysitting, I gave my nephews $5 each. I told them to hold it against the wall with their nose. Whoever drops it first would lose, with the winner getting to keep both. Kept them busy for 3 hours. That's like $1 an hour. These kids some broke boys. Fun fact, my parents got married on April Fool's Day, so when I was 7, I tried to be funny and I made them an anniversary card that says your marriage is a joke, and my mum cried. That's a really clever joke to make when you're 7. Once when I was 9, my teacher told me to write the most beautiful love story I could imagine, and and I wrote a story about a shark and a horse who fell in love. And the horse jumped into the sea to be with the shark, but it drowned and died, and the shark was so sad that it also died. The teacher called... That's a really good little story for a 9-year-old to write. Very imaginative. I hope they called your parents to say, well done. This is what happens when you put a penny in the microwave for 2 minutes. Don't try this. My kitchen is currently in flames and my dad is shouting. I mean, that looks like a fully grown woman, so it's not really a child that's being stupid, but you are really stupid if you think that. I remember when I was in secondary school, the guy I sat next to, his phone broke or something, or he dropped it in water, and he saw he saw somewhere that if you put your phone in the microwave, it fixes it. So he put it in the microwave. What a fucking idiot. Happy Monday. My kids spent a solid 15 minutes arguing over whether this thing goes in the animal bin because duck or the vehicle bin because wheels. And it's honestly one of the funniest conversations I've ever had. That's a very valid question. Is it a duck or is it a vehicle? I personally think it qualifies as both, so it can go in either. A baby elephant tries to hide behind the light pole after spotted eating sugarcane. Look at that idiot. We can easily see him. My toddler just spent 5 minutes explaining that he can't use his imagination because he traded it to a kid at daycare for some fruit snacks. Okay, bro. When I was a kid, I thought only smart people wore glasses. I told my parents I had trouble seeing, so they took me to the eye doctor and I pretended to have poor vision. I ended up wearing glasses I couldn't see out of for a month before I finally confessed. I remember my brother really wanted glasses for some reason, so I think he lied on an eye test. He never got them because they realised he was lying, but loads of kids want glasses for some reason. What is the name of the Polygon You True hot dog? That's a very nice name for your Polygon. I was on the bus the other day and 2 kids about 10 were in front of me. One of them said that his parents won't let him get a dog, so he used to stare at the sun to try and make himself blind so he could get a guide dog. No doubt he was waffling, but you have to admire his imagination. Maybe he wasn't waffling. You've seen some of the kids in this subreddit, like, maybe he wasn't waffling. OMG, I just saw my nephew's Instagram lives and he goes, that's my gay uncle, everyone. I don't know why he feels the need to tell everyone that constantly. Lol. He's just proud of you. He's just proud of you. My fingers got stuck in the bench at school and the bench roll. Oh my god, I was almost in a position like that when I was in like primary school. I got my finger stuck in a bench exactly like that. It was like the end of lunch and I had to sit there for like halfway through the next lesson to try and get my hand out of this bench. Got out in the end, thankfully. I tried to be nice and give this little kid $20 for orange juice and his orange juice stand, and he called me stupid because it was only $1. He's right. He's right. If you're overpaying $19 for orange juice, you are stupid. He's absolutely correct. Oh, you spent $8 grand? $8 grand to Disney? I went there like I went there like 2 years ago and I paid like $1.5 grand and it was excellent. To be fair, I did just pay for myself, but still, kids steals ball before English soccer match. No, football, footy. Scores goal, stares down the crowd. You actually run across the whole pitch. He ran across the whole pitch. How did that child even get on there? Was he one of the mascots? Your message wasn't delivered to dad@gmail.com. There's no limit to a child's imagination. My 2-year-old is yelling at me for taking too big of a bite from her pretend sandwich, and she can't make another one because we're all out of pretend bread. When I was like 9 or 10, I didn't know what to do for April Fool's, so I just ran up to my mum and told her a plane crashed into Times Square. Alright, but anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you want to see more videos like this, then please do let me know. I'm a big fan of this subreddit. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and subscribe again. Yeah, cheers. Alright, bye.